Hey, what's up, y'all? Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, sports fans. It's your boy, Big Game James, host of Big Game Sports Buzz and the Chop Shop, and going to be bringing you a new show called One Big Buck. But before I do that, please take a few moments to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way, you know every time that Big Game Entertainment is dropping brand new content. The Buccaneers draft just took place a week ago, and a lot of people came out and gave grades and did their shows and their recaps. And I'm not one to just go, give grades right off the bat, because at the end of the day, I look at this from a former player standpoint, and most of these young men just have a dream of playing in the NFL. So whether people who are sports fans or writers or media people think that the Buccaneers made the right pick or not, I'm not going to be fast to come up here and just give a grade. But I am going to call this Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2022 Draft Recap to go over some picks that were made and everything else. I was pretty excited watching the draft and getting ready for that first round pick, but still had a feeling that if the player that the Buccaneers really, really wanted wasn't available, that they would trade out. And I believe once the Jets came back in and got Johnson from Florida State, it made the Buccaneers go ahead and trade out with Jacksonville to take some more picks and add a little bit of draft capital to get some more picks at positions that they needed, and nothing wrong with that. But our first pick, Logan Hall, the 33rd pick in the NFL draft out of Houston, defensive lineman. And he's really written down as a lineman. Could be an end, could be a tackle. In this defense, he's going to be big. When Ndamukong Suh not being back, don't know if that might be a late signing to come back. But like right now, he's gone. 6'6", 286 pounds. Not the biggest, the heaviest for that frame being so long. But at the same time, to be able to use him as an interior pass rusher to help replace Sue and play alongside Vita is going to be big. He's going to have to shore up his pass rush moves a little bit, but that can be taught. He was a player at Houston that got better as the season went on, and the more he played, the better he looked, and he's a kid that's going to have to get game experience to become better. But he'll fit in good to the system. They want to get him good pass rush. So, I like that pick. And so instead of giving it a grade, I'm just going to give that a good old thumbs up. We had another second round pick that we moved up to get, offensive lineman from Central Michigan, Luke Goddecki. Goddecki is a solid player, and in a lot of people's mock drafts, he was considered to be a first round draft pick. Played all of 19, hurt in 2020, banged up a little bit in 2021. Short arms for an offensive tackle. I mean, he can get away with it at the collegiate level, but I believe that he will get moved inside, to lose Kapka and to lose Ali Moffitt, although we got a Shaq Mason from New England that's going to help and step in. We still need some more depth at that guard position, and I think that Goddecki is going to do a good job of learning to play interior, and then in some swing situations, if you need to put him on the outside to help protect, I believe he will be able to do that. But not a bad pick. And another pick that I'm going to give a thumbs up to get a guy with a first-round grade on some boards in the second round that can come in, probably contribute, but not be under the pressure to be a starter right away, is going to be a good thing. Our third pick, which is an interesting pick to me, and I like reading up on this guy, Rashad White, running back out of Arizona State in the third round, pick 93 overall. He's been classified as a smooth slasher with great hands. And the interesting fact about him is he scored on 44% of his touches while at Arizona State. Wasn't a highly touted running back coming out, went to a Division II school, left there, went to Mount Sac in California, JUCO, and then from there, Arizona State, second team All Pac-12. Great with the ball in his hand, can catch the ball very well. Something that Rojo couldn't do for us. He's gone. Fournette's getting old, been banged up. This is going to be a good complimentary piece, so I'm really excited about Rashad White, and he's all over the internet saying that he's looking forward to playing. He tried to pattern his game after a young Le'Veon Bell. The Steelers Le'Veon Bell. That's that's showing what he wants to do. And he wants to start right away. He said he wants to come out, he wants to start, he wants to contribute. So he has the right mindset to come in and compete. So I believe the Rashad White pick is going to be a good pick. And the way the running back position works in the NFL, you never know what you got until you got it. And I think that we're going to be happy with this 2 years down the line. Fourth round draft pick, tight end Cade Otton out of University of Washington. And with Gronkowski kind of being out and about, not knowing what he's going to do, losing O.J. Howard, you knew that we needed to address the tight end position. This kid, Cade Otton, comes from a pedigree of football players. Father and grandfather played collegiate football. He played in a pro-style offense where he doesn't mind blocking, but he's exceptional at running pass routes as well at the tight end position. So I believe that he's going to come in and have a legit chance to help. And whenever you get a tight end that doesn't mind blocking, that's a great thing. We had another fourth round pick that made me scratch my head a little bit. So anyway, Cade Otton, you get that from Big Game James. Jake Camarada, punter from Georgia. The 133rd pick overall. Now, I guess in GMIs, if you don't see the value of drafting a different position and you want this and he's there for you at this pick, you take it. I always thought that you can still get a really good professional punter, 6th, 7th round, even free agency, with all the other needs still needed in the secondary, other places. You think you could address that pick later. But, hey, we got a punter, Jake Camarada from Georgia, and I hope the kid does well. And no knock to him. I want you to have a successful career. But just for me and the value I see in that part of the special teams, that's what Big Game gives that pick right there. 5th round pick. This is the pick that really intrigued me. Zion Mccullough, defensive back from Sam Houston State University. A freakish athlete. He blew all kind of numbers out of the water at the combine. Had a little bit of a rough Senior Bowl. They said the stock fell a little bit there. But can come in and play that. And he played outside corner. But he can come in, I think, and play that nickel corner and contribute on special teams. And to get a guy with this much athleticism in the 5th round, I think is a steal. I believe that he will be a 5th round pick that makes the team, and that you have to be excited about his numbers and hope that they transfer over to the football field. But Zion Mccullough, I think is a good pick, and I know a lot of people had him on draft boards as high as a 3rd round, and then down to early 5th. And for the Bucs to be able to move back in to the 5th round and get him, that they had him, they held him in high regard, and they got their guy. So we'll take that. Then in the 6th round, we got another tight end. This time Cole Kieft out of the University of Minnesota. And this is a true road grader. He's a true run blocker, excuse me. In that red zone, we know how good Gronk could be blocking and then releasing late to get that ball and catch it. And this is something that might help. Big frame, 6'5". Like I said, not the best route runner, not the best pass catcher, but he can still help and get things done. Our 7th round pick, the 248th pick overall, Andre Anthony out of LSU. And this is a guy that was having a great season that a lot of people had high regards for, thought he was going to be a great edge rusher. He got banged up and hurt, tore his ACL, didn't finish the season, but led the team in sacks the year before and had the most sacks on the team going into this season before he got hurt. But I think a guy that can contribute, learn, and maybe spend some time on practice squad if he's not ready to play right away with that injury. But, hey, this is your Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2022 NFL Draft in review. Again, I'm your boy, Big Game James. Thank you for tuning in.